What's up, E.D.G family? Kevin here, and today we're going to be playing Burncycle by Chip Theory Games. This is new content. It's something I've been wanting to dive in with you guys for a while, so we're going to talk about a little bit of setup. We'll talk a little bit about all the different components. I do have a special feature that I will be uncanning at some point during this, but we will get into this. We'll get down to the table, and we'll talk about some Burncycle. Be right back. Alright, so we have some Burncycle. So this is a game that was very highly rated by me last year when I got it. Tons of plays, definitely in my top 10 for 2022. Has not been played overly much this year, I will say. Probably, 5-6 plays before we got the new content in. Unboxing new content, got a couple plays in. Then I tore my entire studio apart, and then I just relearned it like last week. So this is going to be an interesting play. As always, if you see anything that I did wrong, check the comments. I try to anything I catch, I try to notate on the video in post-production. So if you see something like that, you might be mindful of that. But I am super excited to play this. This is a game I like quite a bit. It's probably my second favorite Chip Theory game after Too Many Bones. I can't talk too much about Hoplomachus yet, but it's a game I've wanted to play, but I have not played yet. So second as far as what I have right now. And let's talk about this a little bit. So we have quite a few components. We have kind of a building layout. We have a network over here. Our character boards. This is my actual agent, and this is going to be our command module. I have played this at 2-player count. It's pretty good at 2. I don't know if I would necessarily ever play it any higher than that, but I will say as far as a solo game, very puzzling. This is a kind of a movement, action selection puzzle, stealth. There's some stealth factors going on as well. Very, very cool. We have it set up. I have the operation and everything, but I kind of want to just go over the components real quick. So I did go ahead and pick the bot I want to play. We have, well, the chip is going to be pink for my agent, and it is Servo. And we talk a little bit about Servo. So, Servo is an exit strategist that's main asymmetrical ability, and you're going to know real quick, this game has so much asymmetrical things going on, different floors, different corporations, different agents, different CEOs, different captains, different guards, just a lot of small little things that I feel like kind of make it a little harder to get all the rules, straight all the time. So like I said, definitely check those comments. If somebody sees something, they'll let me know. So drifting is going to be Servo's main asymmetrical ability. Always have it. When taking a move action, after each space Servo moves, he may move one space left or right relative to the direction he just moved. So for 0 AP. I'm not quite sure. We'll talk about that as we start moving our agents around. I did play Servo once. Don't feel like I use that too much, but I feel like I'm going to be more mindful of it for this playthrough, so we'll see what happens. Has a couple other abilities. They all cost 2 power to buy. High stakes racer. Each time the threat escalation point is activated, choose any bot to gain 1 power. This can be triggered multiple times by the same escalation point. We'll get to that in a minute. That's not going to be overly beneficial right now. Mainly because there's 2 different ways to play the threat escalation. I'm going to play simplified mainly just because this is the first play I'm doing on the channel. I don't want to get too complicated. I think that will probably cause more problems than not. So the next playthrough, I promise, will definitely take it up to the standard, difficulty. And then hustle memory. After Servo moves, takes a move action in which he moves 5 or more spaces. All other bots may move up to 2 spaces. So that's kind of useful given bonus moves. Obviously, if we're higher player count, it would even be more useful, but it'll still help our command module. And then the last one, you move me. When taking a move action, Servo may move may choose to move another agent instead of himself. We won't use that. The command module can still be moved during the same action, but you can always allocate movement to the command module. The command module is kind of like your third entity for the group. Everybody kind of has control of the command module. Speaking of the command module, we got a couple different things to go over. The command module we're playing with is also a new one. These are both newer. We got little bot things on here. I don't know. They're both newer agents as far as the Burncycle content goes. Firewall. Have played with Firewall. Have not played him quite with the command module. Traffic control. At the start of the network step, each agent turn, they may choose whether their IP moves clockwise or counterclockwise. All subsequent network movement that turn must be in the same direction. So what that means is this is kind of the network, and what you're generally going to do is you're going to move clockwise, going in and out of these nodes, triggering benefits, whatnot, but it's always done in a clockwise fashion. This allows us to break that. You're going to kind of realize really quick, there's Burncycle, and then like everything kind of breaks Burncycle. Speaking of Burncycle, the name of the game is Burncycle, and this is what contains the Burncycle. So the Burncycle is basically an action selection system. You will have so many actions. Right now, if we were playing this, and this shouldn't even be here right now, we'll explain that in a minute. 2 action slots, 2 Burncycle slots. Your actions are basically either going to be like a standard action. We're going to start with black chips, and then there will be other chips in the supply. Servo has 4 personal bank chips that he'll start with because we're playing at a 1-player count. If there was more players, you would start with less. So each one kind of gives you a different thing. The purple chip is a physical action chip. It allows you +2 movement if you're using a movement. It also gives you +2 if you're doing like a strike or a wall strike. You can destroy walls in this game. We may have to. We'll see what happens. But really, just physical actions. Like I said, movement and hitting. This will give you a benefit to using that specific action at that time. You can always do any action on any of these, but you won't necessarily get a benefit for doing it. This next one is a utility chip. It is going to allow us to get doors unlocked much easier. That's basically its only function. It's going to allow you to ignore 1 input. So on level 1, generally you're going to be able to get doors open unless, you know, there's a lot of weird things that can happen. I want to guarantee that anything is what it is. Green is the most interesting chip. It's a tech chip. It is going to allow you to, if it's optimized, you get to choose a terminal, 2 terminal options. And if it's a mainframe, which these are the terminals, and there's a mainframe side, you basically you don't have to pay an AP cost to do that. So that's crazy. Also, you can take a network card if it's optimized and then do another optimized action. So you could still move, you could still do a keypad action. But you would also get to draw a network card. Network cards are going to allow us to get bonuses when utilizing the network. Very, very, very cool. I think utilizing the network is a huge part of this game. I kind of like it quite a bit. So that's kind of how the chips work. That's how these work. We'll talk about the operation we're actually doing in a minute because it does break quite a bit of what you generally do in a game. So I definitely want to explain that up front. I have went ahead and chose the captain, but we'll get to that in a second. I do think maybe talking about what mission we're going to do is probably the most important thing to do right now. We are going to play each what do you call them? Corporation has its own set of missions. These are kind of endlessly replayable missions that Ship Theory came out for this game. They're called Adaptable. They can be played on any floor, any corporation, any bots. It's basically, like I said, infinitely replayable. So the one we are going to do is Operation Module TSM-103C. It is a 1 floor, meaning we will not have to change the floors. It'll all be done on 1 floor. I believe we're playing Ebwall. Ebwall floor 1. Yes, Ebwall floor 1. This shows us our setup. We will have some guards to put into play, but we'll get there in a second. I thought doing a new one would be good. But let's read what we got to do. 1 complexity, by the way. Doesn't necessarily mean it's easy. It just means it's less complicated. Welcome to the 404th New Recruits. As eager as you may be to get out on the field, it is important to understand what you will be facing when infiltrating a corporation. So we have created this training simulation to acquaint you with proper stealth protocols, defensive measures, and basic hacking abilities. Choose your arena, which we have done, and we will get your memory core loaded into the simulation. This mission will also test your resourcefulness. You will not be able to reboot the Burncycle using our typical methodology and process, and you will find yourself on an important heist in no time. So what that means is after you've used all of the chips you start with, all the chips in your personal reserve and your personal supply and your your team's reserve, you would have to reboot the Burncycle. It will basically increase threat. You'll get all your chips back, but your Burncycle will get rebooted back with standard chips. Captain ship will come into play. We'll talk about that in a second. And generally, you just don't want to reboot it all the time because you'll lose the game. We won't have to worry about that. In fact, I kind of picked this mission because it said it's a training mission, but also it kind of gives us a timed element to it. I can't just take forever to do this and reboot the Burncycle as many times because otherwise we will lose. We won't have enough action chips to complete the goal. Speaking of the goal, we have a mission set up. We have a mission special rules, and then we have what we need to do. We'll talk about this. Mission setup. Set exactly 3 Burncycle slots to active instead of the number indicated on the command module's card. Place the captain on the hallway security post 3 instead of following the security detail for that post, and then set threat to 6. So let's go ahead and do that real quick. Like I said, that's kind of why I already have this set up. We will have basically 3 actions. 3 actions. I believe we could buy more, but I don't know if we're going to necessarily want to do that. And then we already have a captain picked. We will talk about the captain in a minute, but just to follow the setup, we will put this on post 3, and I will put threat at 6. Is that what I said? Yes, set threat to 6. Okay. Mission special rules. The Burncycle cannot be rebooted. After a bot collects a cache, which are going to be these orange chips, they basically let you draw equipment cards, or access a terminal. That's what these greenish blue chips are. These are all terminals. They may draw an action chip of their choice from the supply and add it to their reserve. As a general action, an agent may advance threat by 5 to draw an action chip of their choice from the supply and add it to their reserve. So that might be something we do later in the game. I don't know. And then what we need to do. So needed calibrations. This is our one objective. The command module, which is firewall, needs to access at least 3 terminals. So obviously accessing the terminal is going to give us chips back to allow us to do more actions. And then each agent, which will only apply to Servo because he's a command module, he's an agent. If there are multiple agents, meaning we were playing at a higher player count, they would all need to do this. So you would need to use the push ability to push a security unit through a door. I messed that up on my test play. I did it with command module. I didn't catch that till I was rewatching it. I was like, oh, agent didn't do that. So we will remember that today. And then each agent completes at least 1 network card, meaning one of these. I will show you what these are, and then we'll shuffle them. So the top one, of course I dry this one. I'm just kidding. This isn't that good. Is going to tell you that you need to access a utility node on the one, what do you call that? One core, outer core, outer ring. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. That's the core. So when you do this, you get a benefit. Like this one says, situation normal, either lock 1 unlocked door of your choice or lock all unlocked doors of the floor. Reduce threat by 1 for each door locked. Interesting little thing. These are going to be all random because I have all of the components, imperative cards, mod cards, equipment cards, terminal cards, keypads shuffled. But basically it would be to complete this, and then we would have that network card completed. Everything else is pretty self-explanatory. Setting up the security unit to push through a door, and it's not just guards, it can be a captain. And then to win, after you've done that, you will get 2 energy for completing that, 2 power, and then to dial out, you need land on the network core with their IP while all bots occupy terminal spaces. Any of these marked terminal spaces. I'm missing a... missing a terminal. There we go. I think it's all of them. Missing anything else? I don't think so. Okay, and then yeah, that'll trigger the end of the game. So not too complicated. Like I said, biggest thing about this is we can't reboot the Burncycle. That's the only thing that really breaks the game. But we'll shuffle these network cards real quick. We'll all set up. We will talk about our captain, because after that we need to set this up. So we have lattice work. Lots of captains you could pick from. I thought this one worked the best for this particular scenario. Has an interesting way this captain's going to mess with this whole mission, you know? So we got a Burncycle action. Burncycle action means when this chip is activated in the Burncycle, which, you know, it'll be on one of these 3 to start, roll and resolve the ping die, which is what this is. This is basically kind of what the network is going to do on the enemy, and I say enemy turns, but the corporation turns. We will activate pings, move them around. Anytime they hit one of these, we'll roll this die and resolve it. It could allow them to transfer out. It could allow them to add another ping, and it could allow them to increase their network power, higher network power when the pings and ours is called an IP hit each other. We'll basically bounce the other one. We'll get there. Like I said, this is one of those games I felt like when I saw it, when it was crowdfunding, I didn't really get it. And then when I saw it in action after all the copies started coming, I was like, oh, I understand this. So I'm hoping watching this played is probably going to be a better way to understand this game, necessarily than probably anything I've said in the last 10 minutes. So take that with a grain of salt. But does have a security detail. We are putting a level 3 bot guard on number 2 spot over here with a key. So what that says. So that'll be our setup. We're going to shuffle these level 3 guards. Hopefully I don't get anything too crazy. I'm not a huge fan of these. Some of these are really, really nasty. There are ways to get these out of play. You can fight, but... And that might not be a bad way to go on something like this. Take one of these bots out with a strike action. It would increase the threat, but then you would only have just the captain to deal with, which the captain's already kind of a pain in the butt. But which one do we have? I don't know. We'll check that out in a minute. Let's grab a key. The keys are on the back of the caches. We flip them over. There's the key. We'll look at that in a minute. Her patrol. So she will patrol when she's in the hallway. If we get her into a room, she will not patrol until there's a reason for her to, whether like we do something that maybe triggers awareness and the captain or whoever will be the closest to pursue us. That's kind of where it's going to get the most complicated, is when we're talking about awareness and what they can see. We'll get to that here in a second. But patrol is going to be the closest spot. So she's out there. She's just going to move towards the closest spot, basically kind of blind. And then lattice work moves towards a space adjacent to the closest spot that is not in a good hiding spot. The reason it's going to do that is not in a hiding spot. We'll talk about that in a second. The reason she's going to do that is her main ability is called malware. After lattice work moves, if a detected bot is within her awareness and the captain's action chip is in the supply, replace the chip and the rightmost chip in the Burncycle with the captain's action chip. So actually, I never even thought about this, but if we have like a degraded Burncycle slot, does it say it has to be active? Replace the chip and the rightmost chip in the Burncycle. Yeah, I would say... Yeah, it doesn't say it has to be an active chip. That's interesting. I don't know. You guys let me know what you think about that. But anybody that's actually played this, let me know what you think on that. But she has, so looking at her, me hard to see, she has 3 movement, 6 awareness. So 3 movement, obviously pretty self-explanatory. The awareness is where it gets tricky. So right now, she can't really see anything in front of her because it shows you how she's facing this room. This is a completely different room. She can't see through walls, but her awareness would be half of what her value is the rest of the way around her. So 1, 2, 3, she would be able to do that. 1, 2, 1, 2, she'd be able to see this. 1, 2, 3, she'd be able to see this. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So that's kind of her awareness area. Hopefully that makes sense to you. Well, let's see what we got here. Oh, we got a hamster. I like this. Okay. I did shuffle. You guys saw it. 3 movement, 8 awareness, grapple 3, which is very interesting. Only really comes into play if you're next to this guard, but has a very predictable patrol path right here. Basically is going to start here. It's going to go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, turn, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So we're going to have to sneak behind, more than likely. That's what will happen. What else do we need to do? We need to draw a couple security units, because that's what Ebwall has for the setup. 2 mandatory guards. They're going to be level 1s because we are on a level 1. So we'll go ahead and shuffle those real quick. Once we get this set up, I'm going to open I guess that special feature, see what is going on with that. Very thematic, I thought, for this playthrough. Being a I don't know, sci-fi dungeon crawl, I feel like is one of the most appropriate terms I've heard for this game. Let's see what we got. First one's going to go here, mandatory, a bulldog. Anything in these rooms will not patrol unless something triggers them to. Bulldogs basically sit anyways. They just have a super big awareness. 8, just like that hamster for a level 1. Crazy. And then the next one will go on the A spot since we got 2. Oh my gosh. Bugaboo. 2 movement. 4 awareness. This is definitely an Ebwall guard. Bugaboo. Well, let's see what that does. Is that on here? No? Bugaboo, bugaboo. I don't even see that. See if it's on my reference sheets. I did get these are printed out reference sheets that Chip Theory came out after the fact. Pretty sure we got keywords on here. This must not be very new. Bugaboo. Maybe these are not on these reference sheets. We will figure that out in a second. Should not come into play since it's in the training room to start. But you never know, and we do want to know what happens when it does. But its patrol is towards the command module, I believe. I believe that is true. Lots of things to look up. There we go. Closest spot, command module. Moves towards the space adjacent to the command module. So, yeah. We do know it'll patrol, but I don't know what Bugaboo is. So we're going to check that out real quick. Guard, see that, pursue, that's fine. Abilities, there we go. Really? 3. Yeah, not on here. Not on here. And I know it's Ebwall. I'm not seeing it. I don't know if we should redraw or do something, grab a different one, because I'm not going to take the time to look that up yet. Let's throw in the back. We'll grab a different one. I like that aspect, but we'll throw something I do understand. Walker. 4 movement, 2 awareness. Like I said, should not matter. We have, I believe, everything almost set up. Let's set the Burncycle up. So what we will do is, this is the captain's chip, the pink one. We will put that in with 2 starting general chips that don't have any kind of, special incentive. And we're going to draw these guys. This is the deluxe straw bag. If you didn't know, the one that came with the game is basically like a felt envelope. Not super great for drawing. And I do like this, but ooh, I got that. That is a good one to get out first. So I will explain that here right now. Every single time at the end of our action phases. So we will basically, if I can grab our reference sheet. Player turn, we're going to route power, which we need to do right off the bat because we are overpowered. I'll explain that in a second. Then we'll build our dice pool. our dice pool is going to consist of different color dice. Your ones that you start with up on top for your energy are going to be your blue dice. You can upgrade to an advanced dice for 2, and then you can advance even further to an elite dice. They're just better. They're going to roll better. You're going to get better results as you upgrade them. So that is something to know. The only other thing, as far as the dice go, there are blanks. You can basically use 2 blanks to convert to a result of 1. So, but we will build our dice pool, and then we'll do our actions utilizing the Burncycle, and then we'll do our network turn, and then we will route power if we are over, or you can still route if you're underpowered, and that's what you want to do. And then we will roll this dice, and this dice is what degrades the Burncycle. So we would roll it, and like right now I got a 5. Well, we don't have anything in 5. So this basically will go back around, and the chip that gets degraded is the captain's ship, meaning you can now replace it without taking a penalty. If you wanted to replace it, you would be able to. It advances threat, and you know, we don't want to do that too early in the game. And then after that, it would be the corporation's term. We would use security unit activation, pursue detected bots and awareness, investigate awareness chips, patrol, activate pings, and then advance threat. So there we go. That is basically how we play Burncycle. So the first thing we need to do is we need to figure out where we're going. We need to build up my my reserve. So Servo is going to get 2 purples and 2 blues. So we will put, I don't know, it doesn't necessarily matter what order we put those in. That is Servo's reserve, and then we need to build our actual reserve. What do you call that? What do you call that? Zero. Looking. These reference sheets are great, but I feel like I've now... Oh, there's the actual security abilities. Still does not have the one I was looking for. Interesting. No setup, huh? Thought there was a setup. Oh, game setup. Yeah. First player mission, maps, simplified, standard, seasoned. Building. Reserve out. Okay, so yeah, it's your reserve allotment, and then your team's reserve. So there's still reserve, just your team's reserve. Okay, so we'll do that. We're gonna start. I think where we're gonna start is right here. So that starting in this spot right here is going to give me a green chip into our reserve, and then I'm gonna start firewall right next to me, and that will give us an additional purple chip into our reserve. And then we need to route power. Firewall's already at 5. We're not going to do anything there. I don't think I'm going to buy another Burncycle slot. I don't really see the point of it right now. But I need to route power. I'm at 10. Servo has to be down to 4, which is kind of tricky, but that's okay. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to spin 2, and I'm going to grab an advanced die. And then I'm going to pick another 2. I'm going to grab another advanced die. And then I got to spin another 2. And I think what I'm going to do this time, since I don't think it makes a whole lot of sense for me to get the threat escalation point, let me know how you guys think of that. I feel like the threat escalation points are always going to be like these or anything else. And since we only have 2, I don't see that being super useful right now. I feel like I'm using Servo more for the movement. So I'm going to go, after Servo takes a move action in which he moves 5 or more spaces, all our bots may move up to 2 spaces. So that's going to help move Firewall just kind of where we need him to go. And since Firewall is the one we need to actually access our terminals, that is important. That is important. We need to be able to move Firewall. But I think that is, we should be about good. I always leave these up here just because it kind of reminds me of what I need to do as far as degrading the Burncycle and all. We're starting at 6. I'm trying to think. I don't know if we're missing too much else. So let's get into this, guys, real quick. I have a Cyber Haze Citra, Strata, Motueka, those are the hops. India Pale Ale, 7% ABV by Skygazer Brewing Company. Look at this can art. Check that guy out. So I thought this was very thematic. If you don't know, I generally try to pick thematic crafts to try. Not always crafts, but to try during this. So I say let's go ahead and get this poured. Let it sit for a second. Future is now, by the way. I thought this was very, like I said, very thematic. We have our spot glass, so hopefully we do live long and prosper in Burncycle. Let's get this poured. So those of you that don't know, this is the first playthrough I've shot on the new studio setup. So I'm hoping it was worth the time, worth the wait. Oh my god, this guy's hazy. So hazy. Liking it. We're gonna set him right there. We'll revisit that in a second. Very good. All right, let's get to it. Let's see what we need to do. Very, very interesting. Let's build our dice pool. That's what we would do first, right? Route power. No, we've already routed power. Let's build our dice pool. So we will start with 4 basic blue dice and 2 yellows since we upgraded. Kind of have to do that with low power, but I do think we're going to be able to get power pretty quickly. I'm hoping so. I kind of, right now, I'm kicking myself for grabbing for the high stakes racer. Playing this side, but like I said, I think this is just going to undercomplicate some things for this first playthrough. Like I said, it's been a minute since I've been super into a Burncycle, but this is a game I do like and I did want to get to the channel. I'm gonna move this stuff to the side. Just get it out of the way. Get it out of the way. All right, adaptable should have everything we need, and let's start moving. Let's see what we can do. So we don't really need to move. Well, the first thing we need to do is set this bead here. You can see that. Activate the Burncycle action. Hopefully it will be the only time we do it, but her ability is to roll and resolve the ping die. So let's roll and resolve the ping die. It is going to increase the threat. It's not good. See, that's what I'm saying. With this power, I don't know. I don't know how you play that. So we're not going to overly worry about that right now, but let me know what you think, because if that's something I should be doing, I feel like it's going to make this game a lot easier. If every single time the threat escalates, we get energy, that would be good. I do think it has to be an escalation point. I tried to look in the rulebook, did not see a solid definition, probably missed it. Chip Theories generally has pretty good rulebooks. Wasn't a huge fan of this one because of the way it's done, but to each their own. But let's see what we can do. Now that we have already increased threat, let's draw a keypad and let's do a utility action right now. So keypad, we can get in. We either need to sacrifice a utility chip right now to get it open, which I may do. I know it seems a little early to be sacrificing chips. I don't know. Or no, let's try to roll the 4 AP. Try to roll the 4 AP. We do want to get to a hiding spot. I was going to mention this earlier. I don't know if you could tell super good, but there are these little eyes, these little blue spots all over the map. These are hiding spots. The captain cannot find us if we can get into these. So I'm just thinking, I don't know if we roll this. We roll 2. Just get some movement. I'm going to try. Also, I didn't mention this. I did not mention this, and I probably should have. These right here are surveillance beats. We don't know what's in those rooms. Once we're in, we will resolve the surveillance dice, and we will figure it out from there. Sometimes it puts a guard in, sometimes it does something good, but I'm thinking we could probably get 4 AP with this roll. So let's try to knock this door open. Oh my god, that's a decent roll. So these are blanks. We can take them back, or we could convert them, but we don't need to because we got 5 on our AP check, which means this door is now unlocked. Anytime you unlock a door, you have the option to move through it. I don't see any reason not to right now, other than the fact that we don't know what's in there, but we're never going to know probably what's in there more times than not. So we're going to move in, pull that surveillance speed, and let's roll. And oh, I did the biggest crime in the game. I do this every time. I don't do this every time. We always should start with a imperative card. And basically it's kind of a little bonus system. It gives you something you can't do, and when it comes up and you accomplish it, you get some energy. So we're gonna do this real quick before we get too much further. Here's our imperative card. Loss prevention. The next time your agent collects a cache, they become detected. Okay. If we can do that, we get 2 energy. Or we can spend 2 energy and get rid of it. I'm okay with it. I think that might actually be a good thing. Might actually be a good thing. My agent, though. Not the command module. My agent. Very important to remember. So that didn't really come into play. We do have to remember we do have that. We do need to go ahead and roll the surveillance die and see what happens. So that's awesome. Okay, so basically what that means is the door just auto relocked. I'm not a huge fan of that, but we will have to deal with that now. Worst things could happen. That's not ideal, but worst things could happen. We will do our next action because that was only 1. What I think we'll do now is we're gonna grab. I don't know what to do. Grab all 4 of these. I'm gonna move. I'm gonna get him into this spot. If we can get all 4, get him set up, and at least see what the next keypad card is. Ooh. Let's move this guy out. That actually is not bad. So there's 3. So we can go 1. Now we can go over. And then we can go 2. Remember? Drifting. And then we can go here. 3. Splitting it. And we have 2 blanks. So not a bad roll. And now let's do another keypad action. Please be something easy. 4 AP. I can't get it. That's not fun. I think we're okay. We can try to do it. We might roll double 2s. Roll blanks. That's 1. Okay, so we will not get that keypad open yet. And that will basically be our first trip down the Burncycle. First trip down the Burncycle. Okay, so let's see what we got. Let's see what we got to do now. We need to do our network turns. So we have 3 basically standard chips. So each time we move the network, here's what you can do. If you have an optimized chip, you can move to the next possible color node of that, basically skipping all other nodes, and you can go in a layer one time, meaning you can get from like 1 to 2, 2 to 3, 3 to 4, one time if you have the lane to do it. So otherwise on these general, we're just basically gonna move 3 times. So we're gonna go 1, 2, and now we have an option. We could go to blue. I don't really see any reason to do that yet. Let's go to 3, and let's go to here. So what this outer one is gonna allow us to do is increase our network power. So we're gonna go from 1 to 2. Now, if we were to run into a ping or whatnot, we would have a higher network power. We would bounce them out, decrease our network power by 1, and then we'd be able to keep moving. That's kind of how that works. Hopefully I can explain that, give you some better ideas as we go on. But that will be the last part of that. We can route power again. I didn't get any power. So what we will do now is we will degrade the Burncycle. We will roll this dice, and hopefully we got a 3. That's the of course we roll a 3. Okay, so that's great. I was hoping to get rid of this this chip quicker. It should still happen, but it's a dice roll. You know it is. So now we are good. We will do the corporation turn after I nose this real quick. This pretty much is exactly the color what you would think it is. Very citrusy, very hoppy. Some notes of almost like a tangerine and orange. Maybe almost like the zesty peel. But very, very hoppy. Kind of calm though. Almost like a creaminess because of that haze. But let's do this real quick. So we don't have anything to pursue. We're not detected. There's nothing to investigate. We don't have any awareness chips. This is basically if we were seen, we would drop an awareness chip until we were out of the awareness, and then that would stay there until we need to add another one. So we will patrol. That's all we will do. He's pretty straightforward. He is going to go 1, 2, 3. That's it. This one, not so much. He's headed towards the closest, right? Closest bot. So we would count. I'm pretty sure it's going to be this way, though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Can we get any closer way? I don't believe so. There's no doors that go through this out. The only other way to get to us, I believe, would be to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yeah, so last work is going to go 1, 2, 3. And that's it. That's it. Nothing to worry about awareness. That'll be fine. We will activate pings. There are no pings, so we will just add a ping to the core. Add a ping to the core. I don't believe you roll when you add the first one. I believe it's only when it hits the next one. Let me know if I'm wrong on that, but I'm pretty sure that's how that works. You don't add and roll one. Network. Ping activation. Ping activation. Ping. Roll the ping that equals the number of ping. Yeah, it's the last part. You do all this and then you add the ping. I'm pretty sure that's how that works. You would do all that and then add the ping. So it'd be the last thing you do, but we will increase the threat. That's how that works. Every time. Every time. And that is, that's fun. Fun stuff. But we will, I think we're back to us. Back to us. Ooh, I miscounted. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. It still didn't matter. I'm counting the firewall because I'm in a hiding spot. I'm trying to think. What do we want to do here? I don't know if we can bust around there real quick. I want to lure lattice work in, but I also maybe might want to mess with them a little bit. I'm looking here. If we were to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, he would go into this room. I'm pretty sure. Because that would, and then he would stay there, right? We need to get to here first. We'll do that first. I think maybe we get this one and then maybe go around because we have one. We need 3 of these. And they all have to be the command module. Firewall has to touch all 3 of them. So let's get the first one out of the way. I don't want to replace this chip yet. But I do think it might be useful for me to mess with this captain a little bit. A little bit. I think we'll add a utility chip. Yeah, let's add a utility chip. Replace this one with a utility chip. Since this one is degraded, always a free action. You can replace any of them you want, but not always good. Now we have to deal with the captain action, though. So we're going to roll a ping die. Oh my gosh. Threat's going up again, and he can't go out, so that doesn't do anything. He cannot transfer out. That's basically what this symbol is. If it's sitting on a place, it could transfer to the next layer. As you go. We don't never want him to get back to our source point. It'll basically ban us from the network. And we can't reboot the Burncycle, so we would just basically be banned. Let's create our dice pool, though. We should have 4 blues and 2 yellows. We need to be able to roll a 4 to get through there. So I think let's do that. 2, 3. Surely we can get a 4 to get this door open. And we do. We get a 5 and we get a dice back. So we should be good there. Open this guy up for the second time. Kind of a pain. We will move Firewall out. Okay. Those are done. And then we're going to do a physical move. Do some physical movement here. I don't know if we can get 5 on here, but when we get 5 on here, we can move Firewall 2. But we're going to do a physical movement. Not great. That's 2. We get a 2. So I'm probably not going to do... I don't know. We move... Get that door unlocked. I don't want that door unlocked. I kind of want to get this door unlocked. So what I might do is we'll just go ahead and do this. Go to the 2. And then I know this isn't the best way to use this third, but I think I'm going to do a non-optimized network and grab a network card. So we got... Can we get to it? Oh, I think we can. We can get to this. Draw a terminal cost and resolve 1 option on it at no AP. We are definitely going to do that, and that is already going to get that 1 objective off. We're going to do this. This is awesome. Okay, so that is that turn. I wanted to be able to get up and maybe get this door unlocked because I think 1, 2, 3, we could probably figure out a way to get into there real quick. There's 2 hiding spots in there and another terminal and a cache, so we can get chips back quicker. We might be able to just do these 3. I don't necessarily know, but we could ideally mess with this guy enough to maybe try to jump into hiding spots, kind of alternate back and forth, letting the captain go, one direction while we're trying to do something the other. But this is going to be the coolest thing about this. So this hopefully helps to explain a little bit how this works. We need to get to agreeing on layer 2, which isn't going to be hard at all. In fact, that's going to be great. You ready for this? So first one is just a standard because of the captain. We're going to go to that purple spot. The next one, we're going to transfer in. We're going to go to there. This is going to allow us to discover a virtual terminal. We're going to be able to draw a terminal card. Terminal cards are the most useful, one of the most useful things in the game. The cool thing is we can resolve any of them. So here we go. We have 3 options. Generally, we would have to roll dice to get one of these. This first one's 4 AP. So usually probably pretty good if we need a 4 AP check. Surveillance. Surveil a room of your choice. Set one of its surveillance dice to the side of your choice instead of rolling it. This changes the game quite a bit, and we may actually do this. The next one is file server. For 1 AP, lock any number of doors in your current room. Gain power equal. I don't want to do that. And then comms, staffing change, draw 2 random captain cards from the box, replace the current captain with one of the drawn captains, do not adjust the security detail for the floor. That could be extremely useful, but she's not that bad. I think we can manage her patrol. Her Burncycle action hopefully won't even be in play much longer, so let's do the first one. We're going to do a direct feed. I'm going to survey this one. Because if we need to get in here and get this terminal card, we could do that and not have to worry about anything else going on. Especially if we kind of get the captain drawn in over here and then kind of have firewall, maybe back door, back over to there real quick. It might not be that hard. You could roll a pretty decent thing and get there. So what I'm thinking is we're going to do that. We are going to survey the security room, and we get to set it to whatever dice side we want. So now that we can do that, let's check these real quick. Guard, gonna want one. We could do a mainframe. Mainframe's not bad. Turn this into a mainframe, get a bunch of stuff out of it. Not that concerned about it. Actually, I think what I want to do right now is I just want to take some power. I'm going to go ahead and take some power, bring it up right here. And 1 alone would not do too much. I know we need to get the push action, which is going to cost us 1 power to do. But we still have another movement on the Burncycle, the network phase. And we can increase this to here. And since we have 2 options, I can either go 1 and then down to this hub and get stuck here, or we can go all the way here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go down there and grab another energy. It's going to let me go up to 6, which is going to allow me to hopefully get another advanced die, and just be able to do more on these turns. That's the goal. So that's done. We will need to degrade the Burncycle, I believe. Nope. Route power. Let's do that real quick. Down to 4. Increase up to 3. Back to power. So next time we'll get 3 advanced dice and 4 regular. And then we will degrade the Burncycle. So hopefully we can get rid of that first chip. Would be ideal, right? It is a question mark. We'll keep it. I know it bounced out, but it was in our favor. We get a pick. And that's an easy choice. We're gonna get rid of that. We're gonna get rid of that captain's. We're gonna get rid of that captain's spot. Let's do a corporation turn, and then we will. We'll see. We'll see. Trying to figure out how this is gonna work out. I really want to get past this guy, but I don't know if I can do it without him seeing me. But that's fine. Just because we get detected doesn't mean we can't do stuff. Can't do stuff. All right, so I believe we have no awareness chips, so these guys will keep going. 1, 2, 3. Problem is he's automatically gonna turn around, which is not good. This is why I want to get this door, so we can go 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. He's still gonna be able to see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, he'll still be able to see regardless. It's fine. We're gonna get detected getting out of that door. Hopefully we can just make it real quick so we drop that awareness chip and get back to a hiding spot. That would be ideal. But we'll see what happens. See what happens. We got to get this cash too. That's going to make us detected. So we do need to think about that too. We may not want to pick up. The reason I didn't survey this one is there's no guard spot. So I'm not really too concerned. Guards don't usually hang out in utility closets, apparently. Is that what that room is? Yep. All right, so he moved. Captain will not move because we are both in hiding spots. Has no closest bot to go after, which is fun. And we will move this now. 1, 2, 3. No dice to roll. It will auto transfer out. That's exactly what will happen. And then increase threat. Increase threat. Bounties isn't fun. Right now, if we hit bounties when a bot becomes adjacent to another bot, it is detected. We're gonna have to stay apart. I'm really thinking about hauling it though, and getting this other one. Hauling it with the command module. It is our turn though. Man, that's good. That's smooth. That's so smooth. It's got that creaminess. Hops. Citrus, but just that. Oh, I go tell you right now. I say this all the time. Hazies. Hazies are my favorite. So good. It's almost kind of like a shake. It's almost like a shake. Okay, let's do this. I'm liking this right now. I feel like we're in a good spot. Good spot. I don't, can we? I'm just trying to see if we can redirect. We can redirect the path. Kind of make her get indecisive and like start to go one way and then go the other. I'm also wondering if we can use he's the one we need to push. He's the one we need to push. I agree. I'm thinking that too. Get the cash. Let him come after us. Let him come after us and then push him. Have to count that out. But we're going to get rid of this captainship and we're going to replace it with, well, this network chip, because we're about to do a network action. Exactly, that's what we're doing right now. So, network action, we're going to do a terminal card. I say network action. I don't know why I say network action. We're not doing a network action. We are doing a tech action. Tech chip. So we're going to get a pick 2, but let's get our dice pool going. We got 4 and 3 now. Oh, yeah. We're getting there. We need to remember that he basically moves diagonal when we're moving him. So if we can cut some corners and like get that extra movement to like get around corners, we need to do that. But let's draw that first terminal card. That's what we're doing right now. Terminal card. We have a couple options. Move your IP to the next hub clockwise on its current network layer. That's not super useful right now. I think we're doing the other two. Unlock a door of your choice. True that. Yeah, that's what we're doing. Unlocking a door of my choice. Reducing threat by 2. Okay, I don't know if we can do all of these, but what's the bigger one? Probably reducing threat. We need a 3 AP roll. I'm going to roll... Think this is enough? Maybe. We roll the AP and then assign it? Or we have to roll it specifically at one? Just in case, we're going for 4. We're going for 4. We're going to reduce the threat. So since we did this on an optimized tech action, we get a pick 2. That is the benefit of that. So let's do this. It's a 4 roll. We can do the unlock a door of our choice. So let's do that. We're gonna do this. I want to unlock this one. Yeah, I know. Sneaky. I'm doing things from all the way over using terminals. Okay, so these are gone. We're going to have to roll the rest of these on. I don't want to. Not great, but we're going to have to. I do think we need to reduce the threat. Let's do it. Let's reduce the threat. Oh my gosh, overkill. Okay, so 5. We might still at least be able to move, but we'll see what happens. Reducing the threat by 2. 1, 2. Always a good thing to do, reduce the threat. We can do that on here too, but that's on layer 2's ability. When we get to the actual core though, level 4, we get to do all 3. We get to increase our power, get an energy, and reduce the threat by 1. Always useful. We still have a die. I don't know what I'm doing. So that's good. This is gone. That's 1. So we will notate that we have done this one. I'm just gonna use an objective bead. I think that'll work. Okay, now, what do we want to do? Move? I don't think we can get to... We need to do it behind his back. I wish we could get to this. We'll just try. We're rolling for movement. We're rolling for movement. Oh my gosh. That thing popped out of there. It's the neoprene. Okay. It's either way, we're not moving. That is unfortunate. We're gonna go here. I'm just gonna grab a network card. This is kind of a bust. Network card, draw 2 equipment, and choose 1. Can we do this? Oh, we probably could. We probably could do this and decrease threat, but I'm just trying to figure out if that's what we want to do. I think we do 2 equipment cards, man. This equipment can do anything. I mean, they're another thing that just kind of breaks the game. So let's do this. We could get something really, really good. So we're going to go to green. I'm just looking. Is there any way I can do this super awesome? Green. No, we got to do it this way. All right. We're going to go to green. And then we're going to go here. That's level 2. Choose 2 equipment cards. Keep 1. Lots of equipment cards. Lots of equipment cards. So you can do anything. We got 2. We got a decryption AI. Set this dice to 0 when acquired. Each time your agent successfully opens a keypad using inputs, increase this die by 1. As a general action, your agent may decrease this die by 3 and collect a key from the supply. Or power diverter. Single use, you may discard this equipment when routing power to use power from the command module's power bank instead of your agents, gaining a single upgrade of your choice. That is quite interesting. I don't really like any of them. I don't like any of them. So, okay. I feel like the decryption AI is more useful, but I'm going to keep the other one. Because I do think we may want to just borrow some power at some point from him. Especially if I don't think he's going to get hit and take damage. That's how you take damage, is to your energy. your power. So that's, I guess, what we're gonna do. Second network card I have completed, by the way. Not that that is anything specific. And then since we're right here, we're just gonna go here, and we're gonna decrease threat again. So lots of threat decrease. If we gotta hit one of these guys at some point, I guess that's okay. And that's it. We will degrade the Burncycle. Boom, boom. Back to this. Okay, well. Oh, and we should have grabbed one. We should have grabbed a chip when we did the terminal. So we're gonna grab one of those, put it back in our reserve. And that should be good. I'm thinking I gotta get into that room. Alright, let's let him go first. 1, 2, 3. I still, maybe we did the wrong one. I would go back and do it, but I would feel bad. I think we should have done this guy. Mainly because of that utility being last would have set that up to get in there at least. Not ideal. Not ideal, but we'll see what happens. We may also just get him out of there. I do think we're going to want to use... You know what? It doesn't even really matter. I don't think it matters. Okay, so that's where he's at. This is the opportunity for us to sneak out behind him. I know it's like he's going to detect us regardless, so I don't know if that necessarily... It matters because he's only going to be able to see us up to here. He can't see us go in to the room. No, he can. He's got 4. 1, 2, 3... Oh, he'll see us go in. He'll see us go in. That'll be cramped. I could destroy the wall right there. I don't have the dice to do it yet, though. It's a 10 AP roll. 8 if you're using a physical chip. Okay, so he's good. She's not going to move. Let's do this. 1, 2, 3. We do now have to roll the ping die. It is going to increase him up to 2. Not great. And then he will come out, which is also not good. I don't like that. I don't like that. We need to get some energy and get him off of there. Get that ping out. Or at least get to the center. This is when you start playing and stuff. So if I use a purple, we can get in. Oh, we can't get in. I can get to here if we go backwards. We can only get to here. 1 and then... Oh yeah, we can get in. We can get in. We can definitely get in. As is. As is. So I'm trying to plan my network route, which I feel like is semi-important. We need to increase threat. Okay. We are ready to go. I just don't really know what to do at this exact point. We're going to move. We're going to move. But who? We move him up to get to that door and just get through. Because he can see us. But if he's here... 1, 2, 3... That's what we need to do. We need to wait 1 turn. She'll be here. But she'll be able to see us. So we're going to have to do it all in 1 turn. Let's move Firewall. Let's move Firewall. Let's get him over here. See if we can't mess with her a little bit. +2 to our movement. Let's grab our dice. We have 3 and 4. I don't know if we just go all out. Just get... Yeah, I think so. And then maybe move him if the opportunity arises. We're probably going to grab a network card, and if we can get this door open, get this door open. So maybe we roll them all and see what we get, because we might get some blanks. I mean, the 3s will be fine. It's a good thing about the reds, they allow you to re-roll dice. So we might get there at some point. But let's roll them all. We have 1. But we got a lot of movement. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we have 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh my gosh. So yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's going to change what he's going to do. Right now, I'm telling you. 9 when we have 1 dice left. Which is fine. Huge movement. Huge movement turn. Hopefully we have a decent input here, but we're going to grab a network card, I think. Yeah, let's grab a network card. See what it does for us. Level 1, probably not going to help us. Discard any garden player, replace it with a guard from the supply that is level 1 or lower. That is tempting. It's tempting because we can't do it. Can't do it. We're surrounded by purples. We would need to go here. We're trapped here and then here. That won't work. Purple, go up 1, and then that gets us there. We're gonna have to keep with our current plan, unfortunately. I was hoping we'd be able to just... It works out sometimes. That's why I grab network cards, because I'm like, I don't have anything necessarily to do on this turn. Maybe something will happen that's better. This would have been good, but we're not set up to be able to do it. Our place isn't right to do it. We could manipulate the Burncycle right now to do it, but it's not worth it. What we need to do is get this keypad open, and we can. We wouldn't have been able to force it open anyways because it's jammed, but we have one input. We can ignore this. This would make us put a ping. I probably would have done this had we not had this chip here, but it is going to get this door unlocked, and this is going to change what the captain does this turn. We are in. It's been surveyed. There's a terminal there. So we can potentially get in a really, really good spot. We still need to push this bot out the door. That's okay. I think we're going to be able to do that if we can. He's going to want to go through that room. And I'm probably going to have to do a rules lookup because I am, like I said, couple weeks out from as far as last time I played this. But I do believe that's fine. We will do the network phase. And this is what I was kind of set up to do. So we're going to go purple, which we're going to go this way. 1, 2, 3. Then we're going to go 1 here. So blue. And then we're on blue, but we're going to go down to here, and we're going to catch the hub, which is what we have to do at the very end when we're all in network anyways. So this will happen multiple times. What this is going to allow us to do is it's going to allow us to get an energy. It's going to allow us to increase our network die, which we're going to need to do to take that out. And then we are going to be able to decrease the threat. And it will ping us right back out to here. Nothing else to do there. We do have to route the power, but this is beneficial because we only need 1 to upgrade ourselves and grab this push action. And I believe push actions are used with movement. Like if you basically move into the bot, you get to push the bot out of the space. Not the bot, the guard, the security, whatever you're doing. Hopefully we can get that hamster pushed. We might even try to push him through a door. I wish there was a way to like get him here and like make him pursue us here and then push him into here. Because once we get guards in off of their the hallway, they don't patrol. They just kind of sit there until they're activated again. And that's what I need to check with her real quick in a second. But let's grab this guy. It's a 2. We will degrade the second slot, which I guess is maybe the best one. I want this one to be here. That one, I don't know if it's as useful. But we should be okay. Should be okay. But let's check this out real quick. Patrolling. More of the captains. This is what we need. Captains. Captains will enter different areas to carry out their patrol, but guards will only patrol within their current areas. Guards that are occupying rooms will not patrol. So she will keep going. That is what I needed to double check. I will tell you, there's a lot of different ways I've had games go on. Sometimes I never even come across the fact that captains will continue to do what they need to do inside boat. The good news is we have a hidey spot. Oh my gosh, it's one of the best hazes I've had on Meg. Like I said, this is a Skygazer Brewing Company. It is out of North Haven, Connecticut, for all of you up in the Northeast. I believe Dogfish. Dogfish is Delaware or Connecticut, something like that. We'll put this up. We didn't use it. Okay, it is their turn. 1, 2, 3 and turn 8 though. 1, 2, 3. He's gonna see us go in there regardless. He's a pain. He's a pain. We'll see what happens. Okay. Either way, let's focus on this. We need another chip anyways. Oh my gosh, my phone is just going off today. What is going on? Blowing me up. Okay. Well, I'm pretty sure it's going to be this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. No other route. Nothing else to look through. She's going to do that then. 1, 2, 3. We're good. Gonna swap places here in a second. I'm just looking. I'm trying to think of the best way to do this because 1, 2, 3. Can we get in and get out, and then just really make her wonder what to do? That's what I'm thinking. Really mess with her. 1. We do have the movement. We do have the network. We'll do another network. Okay. So that's done. That's done. Move this guy. 1, 2, 3. Oh, he's gonna transfer out. This is not good. We gotta deal with this guy. And then increase threat. We have to deal with that ping. I do not want to get booted. The good news is we can do some weirds. I can go backwards. Purple gets us not very far though. We can go here. I think we're gonna put a green in, so it would get us here. And then we could go blue just to kind of. It gives us a ton of power. I wouldn't have to worry about getting it gone. So let's do that. We'll probably do that. Let's get rid of this basic chip and let's put in a green chip. There we go. Reset it. Have not got a cache. The cache is going to be an interesting aspect of this for sure. Just looking at this though. He can only see to here. He can't see. He can see here. Okay. I'm trying to figure out a way to really just mess with these guys. I was thinking about poking my head in and just causing chaos, but we'll see what happens. Let's do this. Let's build our dice pool. We got 3 and 4. I think let's grab a 2. I don't really. Actually, let's get a decent amount of movement. I want 2 options though. We'll add the movement to the end. Let's just roll 2 of these right now. We only need a movement of 1 to really get us where we need to go. And we got 3 though. So we will use all of it. So we'll have 3 plus 2. So 1, 2, 3 on there. And then we'll use the next one to maybe just grab this one. I don't really necessarily know the best route to do this, but we could do a couple different things if we can get our dice up. Blow a hole in there to get to that terminal would be okay. Especially with him there. We just got to do the push action. Push action is the one we got to do with our agent. Push him out a door, right? Through a door. King in or out. Okay, so these are done though. We have done that. He's where we need to be. Do we go the extra? We could. Because what I'm thinking is if we don't get a good card, we could use that non-optimal, like use this as an optimized tech action and move us up 1 more. We aren't going to want to stay in here very long. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, he can't see us through there. He's going to get 1 more turn and then we're going to have to bolt. Yeah, let's see what we can do. Boop. All right, let's draw that terminal card. See what we have. External hard drive gain 4. Oh my god, that's a 5 AP roll, but that seems worth it. Increase all agents networks by 1 or a single agent network level by 2. Would allow us not to be as concerned, but I think we're gonna creep up on him real fast. 1, 2, 3. He's gonna roll that though. I don't think we can get him. Purple gets us here. Green gets us here. Blue gets us here. It's pretty much the same thing regardless. Right? Yeah, and I think that's an okay route anyways. Let's only do one. See if we can get to that door and get it unlocked. I think that's the play. We're going for 5, right? We're going for 5. We're going to roll all these because we got to get it, right? Yeah. Surely we can get. Let's do it. If we get a blank, we get a blank. And then we still have a chance to move. Of course. Of course. So that's a lot. Let's do it though. So gain 4 power gets us up to 8. And then we're gonna do a non-optimized move turn, I guess. Non-optimized. Let's see what we can do. Seriously? Ouch. Okay, so that didn't not work out the way we want it, but I guess we'll just grab a network card because I can't really do anything else. This is not gonna work. It would work, but so this is done. Let's get another action card. Let's get a chip. What do we need? What do we need? Let's mark that as done. What do we need? Maybe another tech? Physical? Not too worried about that last one. Probably grab a physical. We are gonna need to get some caches and stuff too. And we don't necessarily have to make him do that one. We could probably do one ourselves and get a chip back. We have 3 chips in the Burncycle, 3 chips out. I say we're gonna need movement. Let's grab a purple. Let's grab a purple, put it back in. We got one more of those I want to use, but turn any one terminal into a mainframe terminal. I'm gonna go smack that. Yeah, we're gonna mess with them. Can't do it. I don't think we can do it. If we could do it, we get him right there, but I don't know a way to get to him. I'm looking at it, and it's like, we're at purple. Go in. I don't know if you can go in off that first one. So I'm saying purple, green, no. Go backwards. Purple, green, which would get us there. Oh, that's not bad. And then he pings himself off. I like it. And we get this. 2 at no AP. Oh, yeah. I think that's a good call. Okay, that's what we're going to do. I figured it out. We're going to go purple. Not great. Green, which allows us to turn any one terminal into a mainframe. Which, if you don't remember what that means we flip it, and it's basically, if we can do it with a green chip, which I don't know if we can. I say we do this one. Let's do this guy. Flip that one. And then we're going to go back here, and I'm going to go to this one. We can go counterclockwise, and that will give us a way to increase our network power. Now we need to spend some of this. I say let's do this. 2. Yeah. 2 again, or do we go with I say we go 2 again. Go down to 4. We are maxed out. We have a 4 and 5. We could break some walls now. We could hit some people if we need to. Not that guy. That guy's strong. They're both strong. But we could hit some people if we need to. This is not a very combat-forward game, but there are ways to do strike actions. Let's see what we can do. That is mine. Let's, I guess, roll the Burncycle die. Just gonna change anything we want. Anything we want. I don't like that. We need to replace the purple. He's coming in regardless. I just don't have an escape route out, which is my concern. And we could just get more guards, and I don't want to do that either. if we move. That hamster's a pain. If I could get him to come in, just looking. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Push him out and run. Could push him and run. I think he needs to do the push. Can't do the push. Has to be the push. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Or 1, 2, 3. Then he's here. Detects me. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I'm just trying to figure that out. He'll come in. We'll do the detection. I'm already detected, and then we'll push him out. Because that's where my chip's going to be. Yeah, that's where my chip's going to be. It's fine. We're going to do this all in this turn. He's going to run. I'm going to move. I don't have a way to get out. We could still do the utility action. Break the door. Yeah, let's do it. We're going to degrade this one. Sorry, it took me a second. This game gets a little crunchy. Gets crunchy in your mind sometimes. It's all about optimization, I feel like. So that's fine. We degrade the Burncycle. We will do the network turn, security turn. 1, 2, 3. It's fine. My issue is... Oh, no. He's fine. He only moved 3. I'm down. I think we can do this. Still. He's not going to be able to move, but I don't think we really need him to yet. We can wait a turn and then just haul it. And he's going to be all kinds of like, what do I do? Because he's going to be here, and he's going to be the one that's not in a hiding spot if we can get out real quick. Plus, we can split some movement here, too, because we're going to put that in, and he's going to need, ideally 5, so we can... Oh, we're going to do that all in one move. Yeah, we're going to do that all in one move. And the network. It's so hard. It's fine. We'll make it happen. We're going to make it happen. So he's going to move. He'll do a swap. 1, 2, 3. It's coming for firewall. He's got to move. I don't like it, but I think he's got to move. We're losing time here though. But I think he's got to move. Firewall's in trouble. He doesn't have to move a lot though. We could really mess with this guy. I'm just trying to figure this out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We'll figure. Okay. Let's move him. 1, 2, 3. It's going to decrease our value, but it pings them out. And then increase. Back to me. We're going to grab this guy. We have a lot of dice, though. We got a lot of dice now. We got 4 standard dice and 5 yellow dice. This should give us some movement. He needs to move. Ideally, regardless of what we do, we got to move him a little bit. Even if it puts him in the security, it'll be fine. I know we're not going to get to that this turn. It's basically going to be unoptimized stuff, but it'll be okay. It'll be okay. We need to move, though. So, minimal, we need to move 1 for him to get that door open. I would say let's move all of these. We don't need to. 1, 2. But we need him to move. We're going to have to break a door down. We're going to want those dice. Let's do this. We'll have 2 movement turns. It'll be fine. Okay. Let's use 2 dice right now. With this. And we'll move. I don't know. Why do we even do that? I don't understand why we even do that. Let's go 1, 2. Yeah. Go to here. Let's get this keypad open. It's not optimized. It's jammed. We're going to have to... Not ideal. Not ideal. Can we afford to? I think we're going to have to, though. Fortunately, I think we're about to get a bunch of stuff, but I don't like this. I don't like this. We can't increase threat as well to get another chip. I'm just not a fan of what just happened here, though. But we'll be okay. We need to get on that utility thing, and we need to move him out of there. So I had to swack. What I just basically did was paid a physical input chip to open this door. I didn't want to, but I didn't really have another choice. And now we're gonna go here, and we're gonna use so much movement. So much movement. Oh my god, and they all hit. They all hit. We don't want to use it all, but we're gonna do this the best possible way you can do it. I mean, I have so much extra movement. You'll see what I'm talking about. So this is the first time we're gonna have to deal with awareness. I'm gonna spend 1 to go out, but since I'm servo, I get to go in another direction. So I'm gonna go this way. So there's 1, but I am detected. I will put my detection chip. It was here. It will follow me, which is fine. Because we're about to do... I have so much movement. It's about to get crazy. I'm going to spin another one. We're going to go through the door. Since I'm in his awareness, he's going to see me enter, but nothing else. We do need to roll a surveillance die. There are no places to put guards, so this will do nothing. That is out. And since I can now move again in another direction, we will go here. Yeah. This will stay here, though, for the moment. And that's okay. I'm just looking 1, 2, 3. We're going to want it back there. The reason I'm doing it this way is because I'm going to, like, dip in and out a couple times. You'll see why. So let's move another 1. And I'm going to move here to grab the cash, and then we're going to move over to here because I'm servo. Cash is going to allow me to draw some equipment, which hopefully is better than the last draw. CPU restarter. Set this dice to 5 when acquired. On your turn, you may reduce it to 1 to re-roll an action dice. Discard this when it reads. Okay, I love that. That's number 10 die. 10, 10, 10. It's at 5. Okay, that has a die. So 5 re-rolls, which is fine. But it does make me automatically detected, which is not ideal. But we have a ton of movement. So I've moved 3 times, right? I'm going to move 2 more. 1, 2. Cool. And then I am going to move 1 more time. Back in. And since I can move sideways, we're going over there. So now I'm on here. So that's kind of what I want to do is reset that chip. That awareness chip. I didn't want it where it was at because he'd move his full movement. We needed to move on top of there. And all I got to do is basically make a dice roll of 2. Probably going to have to push him a couple times. I'm not a huge fan of this, but if we push him out, I'm unsure. Maybe we should have waited on the cash. But the cash... We get back to the cash. The cash is important. We're going to grab a chip because we picked up the cash. And we're about to get another chip, so that's fine. But since I spent 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, after servo makes a move action where he moves 5 or more spaces, all other bots may move 2 spaces. So we're going to go ahead and do this. 1, 2, and then we're going to spend the rest of these on him. 1, 2, 3. Just looking. Is that going to be okay? I think so. Maybe we don't want to move him the whole way, though. What's he got? 2, 4, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, it'll get us to there, though. I'm down. I don't know why I put those there. It'll get us to here. And that's fine. Because I think she'll still want to come through here. And then we'll get back in that hiding spot. But he still needs to access 1 more terminal, which is going to happen real quick when we get into there. So that was kind of it. I think that's it. That's all we did. That was a lot of stuff on 1 action, but I'm hoping that made sense to you guys. I think we're good to go here now. See what our best way to go. Maybe counterclockwise so we can get into purple, which isn't ideal. Purple, green. Yeah, I know. Purple, green. Yeah, we're going to need to go purple, green, blue. Not a good way to go. This is a bad... We can get to here, though. Purple, green... Oh, no. Purple, green, blue. Get back to that core. Might not be a bad idea. Problem is they don't have anyone on there right now, so it's not super relevant. So if we go purple, green, blue, that might not be bad. We gotta reduce the threat. So if we need to get that draw later, that's kind of what I'm thinking. That's what we'll do. We're gonna go purple backwards. Purple. We should have drawn a network card. Yeah, we should have drawn a network card. Oh, and this is done. So give me 2. It gives me 2, the imperative. Almost forgot the imperative. Should we have drawn a network card when I did the lockpick on that? I believe we should have, because it would have given us 2. We'll see what this does, though. Let's go back. We were here. This changes the game. It increases my network die if we can get to 2 green, which we will not do if we go that way. But I think we need to go that way. Is it more important to increase our network die or to reduce the threat? Probably. Let's go that way. We're still going to do that. Okay. Purple, green, which is going to allow us to reduce the threat back to 8. And then we can either go here to blue. I think we're going to go here to blue. Just transfer in. And that should be that. Let's roll a... Burncycle. Let's roll the Burncycle. See what degrades. Anything we want. That's going to take a second to think on. Anything we want. What do we really need to do this next turn? Get him into a safe spot for a minute. We need to get... I mean, he's not going to be in the building, right? 1, 2, 3. She is closer to who, though? 13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. By 1. Okay. So she's going to move further in away from me. He's going to go 1, 2, 3. So we don't really need him to move too much. In fact, not really much movement at all. So much that maybe we don't even grab a movement die right now. Yeah, or a movement chip right now. Let's do this. We'll degrade it. Because we don't need the movement on this turn, I don't feel like. Yep. This one doesn't really matter either, but I'm just like... Yeah, actually, let's keep him, and let's degrade that guy. I'm looking also, Burncycle... If we went this direction and went to... Oh, yeah, purple just gets us in there. Purple gets us in there. I mean, obviously, we're going to get... There's going to be one there, because we're going to have to add one on this turn, but... I think that's right. I think it's right. Okay. That's done. Let's do this. There's nothing to actually... Oh, yeah. Pursue. He's going to pursue. 1, 2, 3. This has been... He's checking on it. She's going to go 1, 2, 3. Doesn't really matter. Just going down to that door. And then what's out of pain? Increase threat. That should do. So my thought is... What do we got? We got... Oh, I should have routed power. That's my bad. So we're going to go down to 4. I'm going to decrease the advanced die down to 4. Down to only having 4. And then we're going to add this to the elite. And now we have a red die. We got a red die. And I wish we had swap. So we can move past that guy. But it'll be okay. I think we know what we're doing. I think we know what we're doing. He has grapple though. Grapple is gonna cost 3 extra, but we're just gonna make a huge push on this one. I'll tell you right now. I think that's what we're gonna do. Build our queue. I believe so. So 4 blue die. 4 yellow die. My dice tray is getting messy. And 1 red. 1 red. So the red dice, all 2s and 3s. Some of them have little reroll symbols, which means you can reroll other die. Or it. Either one. You could reroll a 2 up to a 3 reroll and then reroll another die up. It's kind of the mechanic there. But we are going to move. I think we're probably good to do that. I don't really need him to move. So let's do the movement. We're gonna go 1, 2, and we're gonna roll both of these. Oh wow. 1, 2. I'm looking. If we stay there, she's not gonna move. Well, she'll move back that way. So it won't matter anyways. Yeah. So let's go ahead and move all full. We could go ahead and we may do that. We may put that chip in. But that's good. We are at a mainframe, correct? We don't need die. We don't need die. What are you doing? We don't need any die. We don't need any die. I'm just saying. I'm thinking, do we try to just go the full route? Because I don't need die to get the... I forgot I'm sitting on a mainframe right now. I don't even need to roll anything. I'm just trying to figure out what will happen. He'll be further away. We'll have to... I think let's just roll them all. That was my bad. We should just roll them all. Okay. Because I think we'll be able to pay for the grapple and everything. Because we rolled a ton. Okay, so... That's probably still the fastest way to get to that door. Here we go. Let's spend 2 to go up to here. Let's spend 1 to go behind him. I am detected now, which is fine, I guess. But it costs 3 to move from the grapple, correct? Grapple 3? Grapple 3. Grapple. During move actions, bots that use extra must use extra AP when moving from a space adjacent to the security unit. So we'll spend 3 right here to be able to move 1. And then we should have 4. Right? 4. 1, hold up. 2, 3, 4. He will pursue him still. That is the important thing. But 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, half. We gotta get in there. That's what we gotta do. I think that's all we can use though. Except for we're here, and I'm gonna go ahead and swap this out because I didn't think about it. We're not here. We're not here, but we're gonna go ahead and pre-swap it out. We're gonna swap it out anyways. And we don't need any because we have 2 AP for free on this terminal, which is right here. Unlock it. What was there? Hold on. We have 2 options. Until the Burncycle, agents may choose which active Burncycle ship to degrade. Draw 2 mod cards and choose to keep 1. I think I want that. I want the mod. This thing hasn't helped me at all. Mod may help me right now. We're going to do the 3. Unlock a door of our choice. Makes sense, right? Unlock a door of our choice. And... Are you going to put another fizz ship? Probably going to put another fizz ship out. Because I'm about to get a fizz ship. And then draw 2 mods and choose 1 to keep. The good thing is it could give us power. Giving us more dice to roll. Or do we pick what ship to degrade from now on? That's pretty powerful too. We're going for the mod. I'm sorry. We're going for the mod. The mod could be anything. And I get to pick 2. We're doing the mod. Expanded trash. At the end of your turn, if your agent is not detected, which he currently is, you may treat their current space as a hiding spot until the start of the next turn. Place an objective beat. I love this. Your agent may treat all terminals as mainframe terminals. Don't need that anymore. Let's do this. Let's get rid of that power diverter, and let's get the Expando Trash. Can turn into a trash can when not detected. I don't know if that's going to happen for the rest of the game, but we shall see. We'll see. And we'll put a objective. I have one. We'll use one of these guys then. Use one of these guys. I haven't really marked this, but this hasn't come into play, the wall monitors. But we'll put that one there. Now that we have actually done this properly, do we want to... What am I going to do here? We get a fish chip. I'm getting a fish chip. That's what I'm getting. Put this guy in there. Yep. Getting a fish chip. Putting it directly in. Do we go on there or do I leave him? If I push him out, it leaves me there. I'm going to have to do a double push to get around him. And then we're going to run into the hiding spot. And then he's going to access that terminal. And then we're going to win the game. I think that's what's about to happen. Okay, so let's do this. I'm okay with this. I'm going to have to do multiple physical actions anyways. So let's 1, 2. Get him on there. Makes the most sense. Could have got another chip. I think we're good though. We got 3 in the reserve. I think we're doing okay. I think we may have this. I'm not too concerned about it right now. I don't know if the Expando Trash is going to help us, but you know, it could. I need to push him out. That's the problem. That's where we're at right now. But we'll see what happens. I think that's it though, right? Pretty sure. My issue now is... I don't have an issue. We'll be fine. Okay. Let's do this real quick. We're going to go here to purple. Ping him out. It will knock me down to 2. But I will get it right back. Because I'm at the hub. I will get to go up here. Let's use a swap. I think we're going to use a swap. I'm going to read the swap real quick. Swap may only be good for... your own agents, I think. I don't use that very often. There's a lot of things in here I just do not use super often. Swap is probably not even in the little short guide, to be honest. General actions, repair. I see that. Free actions, trade, alter. I see nothing on these for swap. I'm only asking because we're about to gain 1. Oh, we did gain 1. We're going to go back out. We need to reduce the threat to 8. We'll go to green, which we got to go this direction now. So green's there. Not super convenient, but we're back there to purple. Should be good. I think you messed up. Let's go back 1. Undo. You'll see why. He will attack. He will attack if he's adjacent. So that's what's going to happen. We don't want to be adjacent. We do not want to be adjacent. So I know we're like 1 away, which is like whatever, but degrade the Burncycle. Degrade the Burncycle. 4. Here we go. We can replace that. It's not a big deal. But we do need to look at swap real quick. Let's look at swap. Rules reference. Swap is going to be page 41. Once activated, bots are able to use this ability to move during a move action. The box taking the move action is able to enter a space occupied by adjacent bots. Push. Once activated, bots may use the push ability during a move action. The bot taking the action is able to spend 1 additional AP from its movement to enter a space occupied by a security unit. This 1 AP is an addition, so we need to do it twice. Probably need to do it twice. I'm guessing. Let me know. Let me know what you think about that on push, but I think we need to do it twice. It is their turn, though. It is their turn. So he is going to move into here. I will be detected. But he's there. Put this on me. He can see me. But he's investigated. That's fine. Maybe I should have spent the 2. Hold up. We got to do this first. I don't think I need the swap. We'll spin 2 to go to 5. Yep. That'll be fun. 5. Okay, and now she is going to investigate this. A couple different ways she can do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. She's going out. Okay. 1, 2, 3. That's a long way. You think we can get back to that spot before she gets there? I think so. I do. I think we're good. If we can push, double push. Let's do this. Adding a ping. Increasing threat. Okay. We're going to do this hardcore. Hardcore right now. I don't even know if we need that other... Can we do that at the end? No, we got to do it right now. And a physical chip. And a physical chip. He's going to be able to get him 2 plus whatever we can leave for him, so it'll be fine. We're adding a physical chip. We're going to get 1 from that cache. 1 from that terminal. That's what we need to do. Do all the move action. This one's being investigated by her, which won't matter because this game's almost over, right? I'm just looking. Access 3 terminals. That's about to happen. Use the push ability. That's about to happen. Completed. About to happen. Land on the network. We just gotta get to the network. 2 turns. I think we can do it. We just gotta figure out the best way to get to that hub while we're both on terminals, and we should be good. We're gonna do that push first though. All right. So we're back to here. Big turn. 1 red, 5 yellow, 3 blue. We need to do a lot. We need to leave that some for that. I don't really think we need to utilize that ship right now. We need to do a lot. Oh no, we will. We'll need a double push. So we need to move 1. Right? 2. Yeah. 3, 4, 5. Well, I just need to move. What if we want a... No, gotta get him there first. Yeah. Just looking. Maybe not use the red yet. Just do the push. We need to roll, what, 2? Yeah. I'm going to just roll these 2. I'm not really sure necessarily why. I think we just need a 2, but if we roll a 1, we're in trouble. So let's roll these 2 and a yellow, just to make sure it happens. It did happen. In fact, we're going to change some things. So here is our 1 plus our 1 to push him out, which does complete that. We could hide, but we got to push him again. We got to get around this dude. Always have to be in the right direction. My issue is... he's gonna block that door. That's my issue. That's a pretty big issue too. Fortunately, we have a lot of movement, so I can go hide for a minute, kind of suck him out, and then maybe go around him. But pushing. Push maybe used multiple times during the same action. Oh my god. So we have another one. Let's push him. But can I push him to the left? That's what I need to know. Hold on. We were here. I could have went 1 and then 2 as 1 because of what he does, but I would have still had to spin the 1, which would have been 2. Yeah, I added on the same thing. I'm just looking. Can we push him to the left? Or stop being adjacent to each other. You're still gonna be adjacent regardless until you're gone. But I'm looking, not including the bot was previously occupied. Though this 1 AP is in addition to the 1. Okay. So yeah, I did that right. Push cannot be used if there's no bot space to push the unit into, or if the bot doesn't have the additional 1. Unoccupied space adjacent to it. That's what I need to know. So we're gonna do this again, right now. So we have the 1, and then we have the 1 to move him there. So I pushed him twice. Those are gone. That's fine because we just need to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Get into there. We should be fine. Get to the terminal spot to be more specific. I think that's what we'll do. That's gone too. But we need to deal with this real quick. Terminal in the way. What do we got? So increase all agents networks by 2. That would be okay. Gain 3 power. That would be okay. Place your awareness chip on any terminal space. That could be fun. What do we want to do? Well, I think what we will do is try to go for the 5. I don't know how much movement I need, but I'm going to have 2, so which I'm going to need more. But once I get into there, he's almost kind of useless. 1, 2, 3 to get in. Is this going to be enough to get us there? I don't think we can do both. I think we can only pick one option. Increase all. I don't want that. Gain 3 power could be useful. But I think we're okay. I think putting my awareness chip on a terminal and getting that captain just out of play. If we put my awareness chip right here, she's doubling back. Gives us time. Let's do it. So what do we need to get for that? 2 AP. I say we just roll this. Probably be overkill, but I need to move. And we basically have this game won. Swing it into there. Move that firewall. Yeah, let's do that. Place your awareness chip on any terminal. Oh, look. 4. Okay, so we'll do that real quick. I'm going to put this awareness chip back over to here. I think that's a good play. I think that was a safe play. I don't think we needed anything else. That was the key. I don't think we needed anything else. And then we'll go here. We need 3 to move away in conjunction with this. So, we can re-roll. Hold up. So we have a 2. We'll re-roll the 2. See if we can get a 3. Actually, we're going to use the re-roll on this to re-roll this guy. Got a 1. That's fine. And then I'm going to use a re-roll here. Down to 4. Down to 4. Let's re-roll this die. 2 re-roll. How many times can we use it? As many times as I want. Okay, well, we want a good movement. I think we're probably good, but just a 2. Okay, we're going to do it one more time. I'm going to see if I can re-roll the, it's down to 2 now. Re-roll this yellow. See if we can get a better result. Nope. All right, we're doing it one more time. I know I just said that, but we're doing it one more time. I'm using this whole die. Why not? 2. There we go. So we have a 2 and a 2. So we should be able to use this. This is done, by the way. And it gives us an action chip. What do you think we need? Whatever it takes to get to the center. So give me a second on this. I don't know what's going to get degraded, but we were at purple. Purple could get us to here. I don't want to go that way, though. Purple could get us to here. Green is not the best, but gets us to there. Oh, yeah. I think we leave that there, and then it's just whatever. So we'll grab a physical chip. Physical seems to be the way to go right now. All right, so we need to sacrifice 1 plus the 2 to get away, which is fine. I'm okay with that. And then we're going to spend 2 more. Can he see this? Oh, yeah, he can see around this. 1, 2. He'll see us go in. And then another one for this, too. And then 1, 2, 3. We'll just use all this. Hold on. When we did this, we should have went around. So I think we still have a movement left because I'm not I forgot that the turning doesn't really cost me anything. So 1, 2, 3, 4. That's fine. We'll stay there. I'm okay with that. I don't have any issues with how that's going now. Be totally fine. Should be good. He should have left his ship here though. That's where he should be at. He's in a hiding spot on a terminal, which is where I need to be. He needs to be on a terminal. I believe that should do it. Let's move us here. So we're going to go to purple. That was a big move. Yeah. And then we could go to green. Is that right? That was right. Okay. Green. Go down. Yep. Not going to be able to bounce us, right? It's going to give us that energy back. I don't think we really need it, but then we're going to go to purple again. Let's go to this purple. Yeah. I know it doesn't make a whole lot of sense, but I don't want him. I just want to sneak in behind him, and I think we could pretty much do that with our next move. Regardless, we'll be able to get to it. So let's degrade the Burncycle. Degrade the Burncycle. That's 2. Getting rid of that one is what it is. And then let's do their turn. He is going to go 1, 2, 3, chips out of play. Can't see me. I'm in a hiding spot. She is going to come back. 1, 2, 3. Heading for that. Oh, no. I didn't even think about that. 1, 2, 3. Did not think about that. They're going to go. That wasn't the best choice, but it's okay. He's basically just going to go investigate this. Yeah, I didn't think about that, but his awareness ship's gone. She's going to go towards him. 1, 2, 3. Should have plenty of time to get this done, though. Let's do this. 1, 2, 3. That's going to transfer out, which is not ideal. I didn't think about that, but we still have enough power. We could take him out. We will up that. Should be the last part of the game. Should be able to dial out now. I don't really think we need to do much. I don't think we do much either. In fact, watch this. I don't even know if I'm going to use a chip. Back to us. Back to us. Go in here. Alright, so this is what we're going to do. 1, 2. What? Let's grab an equipment for... and it gives us a chip. We'll just grab a... RC car mode. Anytime during your move action, you may roll this die to move the command module up to... That's funny. 18? 18? Where are you, 18? There you are. RC car. Boom. Alright, that is done. And then we'll go here. Get us back on that spot. I didn't mark this, but this is the third one we did. Now we should be able to... do our network turn? I think that's all we got left. So we're going to go into him for 1, which is going to knock us down. And then we're going to go all the way here, and we're going to do this. Landed on the hub. Let me check this. We didn't give ourselves our additional power. Should have had 2 more power. It's my bad. Dial out. 1 agent land on the network core with their IP. Just did. All bots occupy terminal spaces. They are. And that's a win. And that is a win of Burncycle. I believe that is it. I cannot think of anything I necessarily messed up on that I didn't catch. So definitely let me know in the comments. You guys familiar with this game? Let me know in the comments if you saw anything. But we should be good. Should be pretty good win. I thought this would be a pretty good introductory mission, as you could tell. pretty straightforward. Only difference is can't reboot the Burncycle, getting chips for doing caches, terminals. But I really, really enjoy this game. Definitely a brain-burning puzzle. So some of these can take longer than this, obviously. There's missions that are 2 floors, 3 floors. I will probably do a 2-floor mission. I'll probably find one, see what I think's good for a playthrough. Do a 2-floor mission, pick different bots, different captains, different corporation. Just kind of wanted to get the newer stuff out here that I felt comfortable playing. Probably won't do an adaptable next time. I might do an actual ebb wall, or I might even do like a biodefend mission next. Those are the 2 that I'm least familiar with, so I'll probably hopefully get some plays. But you guys letting me know how you guys feel about this game is gonna make me want to get it to the table more outside of doing content, which is gonna make me want to get this to the table more for content. So definitely let me know what you think about Burncycle. Like I said, right now this is sitting number 2. You know, Too Many Bones, Burncycle, Cloudspire. Have not played Hoplo. Picks. Haven't played Hoplo. That will probably change my order when that happens. And then we'll have 20 Strong here soon. We'll have Elder Scrolls next year, so we'll have a lot more chip theory games to, you know, maybe do a top 5 chip theory games video at some point. I think that would be good. I have not done a spotlight on them yet, so maybe when that opportunity arises, I will talk my thoughts on all things chip theory games. But I am a fan. I am a fan of this. But other than just reminding you guys see this Skygazer. I've seen a few of these. I might pick up another one. Very, very cool can art. Up from Connecticut, like I said. And let me know what you guys would like to see me taste on the next one, too. Like I said, always trying to do something thematic. Does not have to be a beer. You know, we can play distilled. You guys can tell me, you know, something along those lines. Probably doing some more playthroughs now that I feel like I got everything put back together. But definitely let me know. Let me know what you guys think. If you aren't on the Discord, I don't know why you're not on the Discord and you're watching this, but definitely get on the Discord. Descriptions and description has the Discord invitation for it. You know, all my other socials are also on there. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. Like I said, probably not a perfect playthrough. I'm not going to say this is absolutely perfect playthrough, but hopefully I didn't mess up too many things. And I will keep that in mind going forward. You guys leave me a comments. We'll get better at playing this. We'll do more. But I think I'm going to check out. So I'll see you guys next time. Maybe do some more Burncycle. Maybe doing an unboxing. Maybe doing a food video. But until then, much love.